I think we can all agree that buying equipment for music production, podcasting, and recording could be quite expensive. Especially for a newcomer that doesn't have that much experience, it might not be the right move to do that. For example, I started off with little to nothing in my same recording area that I'm at right now, and as time went past, as I started earning a little bit more money on YouTube, I further expanded it, and then I upgraded my gear. For an example, buying a MacBook Pro can cost you up to $2,200, and that's just an Apple product. Buying your first Windows-based laptop can cost you up to about $1,500. And we're just talking about computers here. Buying the cheapest audio interface for the money that still will be good would cost you around $200. If you're a software-based music producer, then buying your first MIDI keyboard or MIDI controller in general will cost you around $110. And if you want to record vocals for music or a podcast, then buying a microphone with a mount and a popper stopper can run you about $250. Outside of those extremely high-priced computers that I pointed out earlier, that music equipment was considered low end, as in low prices, but still good. So what's the solution? Well, I teamed up with Temu, and they gave me a $250 budget so I can pick out some musical equipment. I'm gonna show you what I got, I'm gonna demonstrate it, and you might be shocked by the results. Or I might be shocked because I don't know what's gonna happen. What? I ain't sell out. Let's check out this small package here. I'm gonna open it up. Let's see what we got. This is coming up all the way fresh over the water. And I can already see one thing that's, whoa, this box, boy. I don't know what this is, we'll find out. I have microphones for your smartphone. We have a MIDI controller, a pad controller, and then we have another microphone. So that's what's in the small package. Now we're gonna check out this bigger package. So let's go ahead and open it up. So this bigger package, I have other stuff too. We have a stand. This is a couple of pieces too. A stand for you to do anything with your smartphone. It was pretty cheap. We'll talk about prices later. I don't know what this is. We have something for, this is to clean vinyl, you know, if you're into collecting vinyl. Like, I don't know what this is right here. I honestly don't. Oh, I know what it is. It's a stand for your smartphone if you want to sit on your desk or something like that. The quality of the packaging is a little questionable, I will say that. We have padding for the wall so that you can kill some of the reverb in your room. Portable vocal booth. So that is cool. Stand, this mic stand was surprisingly cheap. Again, I'm not gonna talk about prices now. I don't know what this is. I can't remember what this is, but we'll find out. And this is the stand right here. And this right here is an audio interface. 24-bit, 192 kilohertz. So it starts off pretty good. High fidelity audio interface pro. So Focusrite has some competition. So let's start off with the headphones. They do have wired headphones, and I do recommend wired headphones over wireless headphones due to latency if you are creating music. All right, let's see. Are the headphones broken? Is that the question? It doesn't come with like a wire. It'd be cool if these were wired and wireless. Ooh, that didn't sound, well, they're very snappy. So these are how the wireless headphones look like. They nice. I mean, the cream color isn't my favorite color, but it was the only one that was available. They seem to be made decent. As someone that owns a lot of headphones, especially professional studio headphones, they feel pretty decent. And even the earmuffs don't feel cheap, and we'll have to find out over time, but we don't have the time now. It don't feel cheap, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're cheap in price, but the quality is pretty decent. And that kind of makes me begging the question, how much we actually spend on headphones in the first place if headphones are worth the price at like $100+. And I'll tell you right now, the answer is no for the most part until you talk about particular brands and how they build their headphones. The pairing wasn't painful as I'm pairing it with my iPhone right here, and I'm gonna listen to some music because I know that's what, you know, I'm gonna be 100 about that. If it doesn't sound good through playing some music or whatnot, let me go ahead and play this Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. So surprisingly, the quality of these headphones are really good. Hello? What's going on, big dog? I'm testing out the quality of these headphones in terms of phone calls. Do you give it the thumbs up in terms of audio quality? Does it sound decent to you? Because you sound good in my ears. All right. Well, pretty decent, I'll tell you that. So the next thing up is this phone stand. So let me go ahead and open it up. Let's see what it looks like. And the phone stand looks like it's, how do you use this thing? I don't know. Okay, so you just unfold it right here. It has niches on it, so where you can set your phone level. I like that about it. Let's go ahead and set a phone on here. So I'll set my raggedy iPhone on here, and this is with it all the way back, and this is with it all the way forward. And the whole purpose of this anyways is just so you have somewhere to stand your phone when you record stuff for social media, which is important because you're going to be a content creator and you might as well do it the right way, right? So we have another phone stand here for social media content, and it has a little bit of assembly to it, but it doesn't look like it's overly complicated, though this wire is bent up weirdly and I don't know how to do it without breaking it. So it feels like it's going to break. I'm scared, but it doesn't look like it's breaking here. I wanted to do it while I'm recording so that people don't say that I broke it, and you know the whole shield thing, right? We want to be protected against shields. This part clips to your desk, and then this part right here goes for it's the phone part. So I gotta unscrew this, of course, so that it can fit. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, these big strong hands can handle that, right? Everybody's a fan of big strong hands, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and try to push it in here. There we go. And there it is. Hey, if you're a content creator, you're gonna create content on Instagram, TikTok, and whatever else. So you need one of these if you want to angle stuff, and sometimes you don't want to have a whole entire stand for that if you got enough lighting. So here is the microphone. We talked about microphones, and this one is pretty damn cheap. So we'll see what the audio quality will be like in a second. And this is what you get in the box here. So you can see that it's a hybrid where it can be USB and hypercardioid or cardioid microphone. It does feel very cheap. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, for the price point that I quoted, it is not gonna be the most grandiose. And I do have big hands, but this is a small microphone. So this is the microphone right now. If I tap on it, that is the quality of the microphone. I had to turn it down a little bit because I'm using phantom power. This is both a USB and cardioid microphone, a condenser microphone. That's the right word. And as you can hear, the audio quality is pretty decent. I'm holding it away. I can adjust it some more, but the audio quality is decent. I'm surprised. And you can hear the puffs because there's no popper stopper in front of it. But as you can hear, if I go to the other side, it's only one side that is able to capture audio the way it's supposed to, and that is normal. And from what I hear, this is more than what I expected from a microphone like this that was as cheap as it was. Let's not forget that it came with this ambient reflector filter, and here's the portable reflector. It seems like it's already assembled. I don't feel much in here. And you fold it out of the box and it looks like this. Wow. If you are treating your room, you should have some good old padding on the walls just to take care of it. It was extremely cheap. It was probably one of the cheaper things on Temu, and this is required in your studio. And if you go to like Guitar Center or something like that, you will be paying about $100+ for a lot of this stuff. So if you're a fan of playing the guitar, this is a nice stand that you can get. And you know, I got a whole bunch of these and I spent pretty decent money on it. Very decent money on them. And this was, again, very cheap. We have another stand. This is another mobile stand. This is for a tablet. This is supposed to fit a iPad Pro 11. So not bad quality. Bending it up and down, not bad. I do think that this is very good for a setup for anybody that's a content creator on TikTok or whatever platform, honestly. It is tiny. In comparison to something like the KAIU MPD 218, which I don't even think KAIU makes these anymore. These pads feel pretty decent. You know, we're gonna test it out a little bit more in comparison to the MPD 218. The 218's pads are much more thicker. Well, unfortunately for this device, it cannot be paired via Bluetooth, and that's kind of a letdown seeing that this is wireless. And the other big letdown about this device, it doesn't necessarily link to a DAW traditionally. Now, in the moment of truth for the audio interface, is it good? So let's look at it right now. It looks exactly like the Scarlett 2i2. It comes with a USB cable, so it's type C to type A, so you can plug it up into like your USB port or whatever, similar to like every other audio interface on the market. The good news so far, it is bus powered, and yes, the MPC can power it, so that's a very good sign right there. I will put it right here. Well, that's unfortunate. You cannot use the audio interface with the MPC, so it's not class compliant. It does function, so we're gonna have to use it the old school way and select it. So when you run this via USB through another audio interface, you will get a bit of noise in the background. If I stop talking, you will hear it. But other than that, the audio quality is decent. It's fairly good for something as cheap as this is. And you won't get that audio quality if you plug it directly into your computer. I'm plugging it through an audio interface, you feel me? Not the smartest thing to do. Even though it doesn't match up with my Apollo Solo, which costs about $800, dude, it is a decent audio interface for like $50+. To the right of me, I have more content for that ass. Make sure that you subscribe. What y'all think about Temu and they cheap gear? I don't know, sometimes when you use the word cheap, some people think it's like, what, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, budget gear from Temu. Who would have thought it? Yeah.